Ah, hot chocolate. What comes to mind? Maybe a steaming mug on a cold winter day, right? The rich, deep smell of chocolate filling the air. It's a drink that feels like a hug from the inside. Many people all over the world absolutely adore this sweet, warm beverage. It's a staple for chilly evenings, a treat after a long day of playing in the snow, and a comforting companion when you just need a little something special. The simple act of holding a warm mug can bring an instant sense of peace and happiness. It's more than just a drink. It's a feeling, a memory, and a delightful experience all wrapped into one. But why do we love it so much? Is it just the taste? Well, yes, the taste is a huge part of it. The combination of rich chocolate and creamy warmth is hard to beat. But it's also about the ritual. It's about taking a moment for yourself, slowing down, and savoring something truly delicious. It's a drink that encourages you to relax and enjoy the present. The psychological comfort it provides is just as important as its flavor. It reminds us of childhood, of holidays, and of cozy moments spent with family and friends. It's a simple pleasure that connects us to good times. The versatility of hot chocolate also adds to its universal appeal. You can have it simple and classic, or you can dress it up in countless ways. Imagine a mountain of fluffy whipped cream melting slowly into the dark liquid below, creating creamy swirls. Or think about a handful of soft, puffy marshmallows bobbing on the surface, getting all gooey and sweet. These additions turn a simple drink into a decadent dessert. It's a canvas for your culinary creativity, a starting point for a delicious adventure that you get to control, making each cup uniquely your own personal masterpiece. So, as we prepare to dive into the fascinating history of this beloved drink, take a moment to appreciate your own hot chocolate memories. Think about the best cup you've ever had. Was it made from a simple powder mix, or was it crafted from scratch with finely shaved chocolate? Was it topped with something special or enjoyed in its purest form? This beverage has a long and storied past, a journey that spans continents and centuries. It's a story filled with ancient civilizations, daring explorers, and sweet innovations. Let's get ready to unwrap the sweet history of hot chocolate. Our story begins not in a cozy kitchen, but in the warm, tropical lands of ancient Mesoamerica. This is the region we now know as parts of Mexico and Central America. Long before Europeans ever dreamed of chocolate, the Maya and Aztec peoples were cultivating the cacao tree. They discovered that the beans or seeds inside the cacao pods were something truly special. They believed these beans were a gift from the gods. For them, cacao was not just food, it was sacred, valuable, and powerful. It was even used as a form of currency for trade. The Maya were the first to create a chocolate drink, but it was very different from what we drink today. They would harvest the cacao beans, ferment and roast them, and then grind them into a thick paste. This paste was then mixed with water, chili peppers, cornmeal, and other spices. The result was a frothy, bitter, and spicy beverage, often served cold. They would pour the liquid back and forth between two cups from a height to create a thick foam on top, which was considered the best part of the drink. This was a drink for royalty, for warriors, and for important ceremonies. Later, the Aztec civilization also embraced this powerful drink, which they called xocolotl, meaning bitter water. They too revered cacao and its energizing properties. Aztec Emperor Montezuma was said to drink dozens of goblets of this chocolate beverage every day to increase his stamina and vitality. For the Aztecs, this was a luxury item, a symbol of wealth and power reserved for the upper classes of society. It was a serious, invigorating concoction, a world away from the sweet, comforting drink we know and love in our modern times. This original version of hot chocolate was a testament to the ingredients available in Mesoamerica. It was bold, unsweetened, and packed a punch. The focus was on the intense, earthy flavor of the pure cocoa, enhanced by the heat of chilies and the texture of ground corn. It was a functional drink, meant to energize and sustain, rather than a sweet treat to be sipped by the fire. This ancient, bitter brew is the true ancestor of every single cup of hot chocolate we enjoy today, the starting point of a remarkable global journey. The journey of hot chocolate took a dramatic turn in the 1500s when Spanish explorers arrived in Mesoamerica. They were introduced to the strange, bitter drink of the Aztecs. At first, they were not impressed. The spicy, unsweetened concoction was not to their liking. However, they saw the value of the cacao bean and brought it back to Spain. It was here in the kitchens and courts of Europe that the chocolate drink began its transformation. The Spanish had a brilliant idea. What if they tried to make it sweet? This simple question would change the history of chocolate forever. The Spanish started experimenting. They decided to leave out the chili peppers and instead add sugar or honey to counteract the natural bitterness of the cocoa. They also began serving the drink warm, which they found much more pleasant. This new version, sweet, warm, and rich, became an instant sensation among the Spanish nobility. For about 100 years, Spain kept the secret of this delicious new beverage to themselves. It was a luxurious treat, enjoyed only by the wealthy who could afford the expensive imported cacao and sugar. It was a status symbol, sipped from ornate porcelain cups. Eventually, the secret got out. The delightful chocolate drink spread from Spain to the rest of Europe, first to France, then England, and beyond. Each country put its own spin on the recipe. The French opened exclusive chocolate houses for the aristocracy. The English added milk to the mixture, creating a smoother, creamier drink that is much closer to what we think of as hot chocolate today. This addition of milk was a game changer, softening the intense chocolate flavor and turning it into a more comforting and accessible beverage for a wider range of palates. By the 1800s, innovations in processing the cacao bean made chocolate much cheaper to produce. The invention of the cocoa press allowed for the creation of powdered cocoa, which made it incredibly easy to make hot chocolate at home. Suddenly, this once exclusive drink of kings and queens became a beloved beverage for everyone. It was no longer a luxury reserved for the rich, but a common comfort that families of all classes could enjoy. The European makeover was complete, turning a bitter Aztec brew into the sweet, milky delight we cherish. Today, hot chocolate is a global phenomenon, enjoyed in countless different ways around the world. The basic recipe is simple. Combine cocoa powder or melted chocolate with a hot liquid like milk or water, and add a sweetener like sugar. But from this simple base, a world of possibilities emerges. Some people prefer a rich, thick, almost pudding-like hot chocolate, like the kind you might find in Italy or Spain, often made with real melted chocolate. Others prefer a lighter, milkier version made from a powdered mix, which is quick, easy, and reliably delicious. The real fun begins with the toppings and flavors. A classic choice is a big dollop of whipped cream, which slowly melts into the hot liquid, adding a cool, creamy contrast. Another favorite is a handful of soft marshmallows, which float on top and become delightfully gooey and sweet as they warm up. But why stop there? People add all sorts of wonderful things to their mugs. A sprinkle of cinnamon or nutmeg can add a warm, spicy note. A dash of peppermint extract turns it into a holiday treat. Some even add a caramel drizzle or chocolate shavings for extra decadence. Modern hot chocolate is all about personalization. You can find dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and even white chocolate versions. There are dairy-free options made with almond milk, soy milk, or oat milk, so everyone can join in on the fun. The creativity is endless. Some adventurous souls might even add a pinch of chili powder, bringing the drink full circle back to its ancient Mesoamerican roots, combining the old with the new in a single delicious cup. It's a beverage that invites you to play and experiment with flavors. So, the next time you sip a warm mug of hot chocolate, remember its incredible journey. From a bitter, sacred drink of Aztec emperors to a sweet, comforting treat enjoyed by people all over the world, it's a beverage with a rich and fascinating history. It connects us to ancient cultures, to European innovators, and to the simple joy of creating something delicious. Every mug is a little piece of history, made your own with your favorite flavors and toppings. Let's review our vocabulary words. Cocoa, a powder made from roasted and ground cacao seeds used to make chocolate. Cacao, the tree and its beans from which cocoa and chocolate are made. Whipped cream, cream that has been beaten until it is light and fluffy. Marshmallows, soft, sweet, spongy candies that are often put in hot chocolate. Mesoamerica, a historical region in North America, including parts of modern-day Mexico and Central America, where ancient civilizations like the Maya and Aztec lived. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay creative, and keep cooking.